Hi everyone, are you ready to make a fun fold card? For today's card, I used the Magnolia Lane designer paper and the coordinating framelits to cut out one of the flowers from the designer paper. The greeting I stamped with a phrase from Peaceful Moments, which is in the Spring Mini catalog. We all love to do fun fold cards. This is a very quick and easy card. I'm going to show you how to cut what the dimensions are for the folds and the score lines and everything. So let's get at it. Okay, here's the card we're going to make. I used the Magnolia Lane designer paper, which is leaving, along with the coordinating dies to cut out the piece of designer paper. I'm going to apologize for the little ribbon on there, or the little bow. I believe that was a, oh my goodness gracious, a holiday catalog ribbon pack, but it worked so well and I had a little bit left, so I did use that. The stamp set that I used for the greeting, Life is Better with a Friend Like You, is from Peaceful Moments, which is in the Spring catalog, mini catalog. Okay, I got this card layout. I got a beautiful card from a friend, Lisa, with this cut, and I haven't done this in a really long time, so I decided this is what we would do today. Okay, so here's what it is. It starts out as a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock. Okay, let's get all our little supplies out of here. All right, so I'm just going to quickly show you how I went about cutting it. Okay, again, remember I'm left-handed, so my cutter is upside down for most of you. You have to deal with it. Sorry. Okay, so we have a piece 4 1/4 by 11. The first thing you're going to do is put it in here. Oops, we're going to do it this way. Okay, put it in here. Pretend none of those cuts are there. You're going to score it at 6 1/2 inches. Scoot this back a little bit. Sorry. Okay, you're going to score it at 6 1/2 inches. Then you're going to turn it and you're going to line it up at 1 inch. And you're going to cut it from the 1 inch mark. And am I up far enough? I don't think so. There we go. You're going to start at the 1 inch. So line your cutter up there. And then you're going to cut up to the score line, which is at 6 1/2 inches. Okay. Then you're going to scoot it over here. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're lining it up at 1 inch. You're going to cut it from 1 inch from the bottom up to the score line, which is at 6 1/2 inches. Okay, so then you have that. Then get your cutting blade out of the way. You're going to line it up at 1 inch and you're going to score only the outside edges, not the center. So you're just going to go to the 1 inch and then you're going to come to the cut line at 3 1/4. And then you're going to scoot it over to 2 inches and you're going to do the same thing. Only the outside edges, not the center. Then you're going to scoot it over to 5 1/2 inches and you're going to score not the outside edges. This time you're only scoring the center part. So you're going to score it there at 5 1/2 inches. That's it. You're done with your paper trimmer. Put that away. Okay, so now you have a piece that looks like this. There's fun little folds all over. So you're going to fold it first on that long line that goes across all of it. Then you're going to fold it up at the bottom and then fold it on the next one. Okay, so you have this. And then you're going to lay it and you're going to kind of force it. Use your bone folder to get good crisp creases on those. Okay. That's all there is to it. It's really super simple. It just looks hard. Let's see, can we get that in there? Okay, so, whoops, I forgot my adhesive. That's not very helpful. Okay, bear with me, I apologize. Okay, then we're going to assemble our card. You're going to take, you have a strip that is 2 1/8 inches by 4 3/8. You're going to put your snail on that. And I found it easiest to open my card right up. You're going to You got teeny tiny little borders, just a little bit. Okay, that goes in your center. Then you have 2 strips that are 4 3/8 by 7/8. Good part about designer paper is you can make it any way you want. Turn it over and use the back side. Okay, and then again, this one is going up. So it's going to the second line here, all the way up to that line that goes clear across. And then the same with this. You're just centering it between those scored spots. Okay. Ta-da! There's your card front, all done. All right. Then you're going to take your little strip, which is 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. I used Memento ink for this one. And again, the phrase is from Peaceful Moments. You're just stamping that. Okay, and then adhesive on the back of that onto a piece of, I used Mossy Meadow, that is 4 1/8 by 7/8 of an inch. That's going to go down here at the bottom. Like that. A little crooked, but it'll do. Okay, then I used the Stitch Shapes and the Layering Ovals dies. Those are my favorite 2 dies. We are going to just adhere the Whisper White one to the Mossy Meadow. And then we're going to use some dimensionals on the back of the flower that, again, I cut from a piece of the designer paper using the framelits. And we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on it. Put that onto, oops, I forgot. Not quite. Okay, before you take the dimensional backs off, tie your ribbon on. Right now I'm a little goofed up here because it's going to stick to everything. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it down on there. But just put your ribbon or your little piece of twine on there. Sorry, no bone folder on this, or no bow maker on this one, because I tied it right around the leaf stem. Okay, and then just work it a little bit, get it the size you want. Trim your edges somewhat even. Okay, and then I used dimensionals on the back of this. And again, I love my dimensionals. I want to make sure that stays on there well, doesn't cave in. Okay. And that I put kind of at an angle a little bit for the leaf. All right, and there you go. There's your card. How awesome is that? I mean, it looks really cool, but look at how fast it went together. Okay, you guys have a great time with it. Thanks.